All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Underground. This is Interactive Chat Volume 85, our weekly Solo Man podcast where we talk about everything news, reviews, announcements, state of plays, discussions, all the latest and greatest on PSVR2. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to cover today, including a brand new announcement of different games. Excuse me. A big, significant price drop. They did it. They finally did it. Thank you. And yes, it may not have been during the, time where it would seem most appropriate, but hey, ain't nothing we never seen before. Am I right? But so much more to get to. Exocars making a big oof. Man, but we got tons of cool stuff. And of course, at the end of the show, we'll be going through DEALMANIA, where we give the thumbs up, thumbs down recommendations, the biggest recommendations of the sale. But this is, of course, Interactive Chat, where I like to interact with you guys and say, what is up to Flame Hat, Game Cat, Fire, Blue Chew in the house tonight. Hey, Darth Vader the Game Cat. Hello, Sith Lord. Mark Poppin, Pringles Leaf. Once you pop, the mark don't stop, baby. Twitcher, the Deuce Juice, Game Cat, hello, Alhembe. Says AJ, I just asked you on Discord if you were streaming tonight. That was a quick answer. Yes, the answer is yes. I streamed just to tell you yes, Alhembe. I'm quick like that, baby. Woo! Bitmappy, hello. Steve, IRE, says Exocars, DOA. Yep. That's about it. And it show's over. No, we got a lot. We're going to go a little bit more in depth on it. Because I do think it deserves. Nihilist Ryan, my metal feline friend. What is up, my dude? He says Exocars unhype. I've never seen somebody say that. That's pretty funny. It says you rock though. You rock, man. What is up? All my peoples. Super excited to be here today. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Something personal came up and had to tend to that. But we back. We back in business and ready to rock and roll. And without much further ado, to be honest, let's go ahead. And I'd like to thank those who support on patreon.com down here, patreon.com/PSVR Underground. Shout out to the newest member. Let us all welcome Lord Smitty 34. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, I appreciate you. I really hope to get some additional stuff on there for you soon. But yeah, thank you guys for all of your love and support. As always, I wouldn't be here without you. Believe that. Thank you so much, man. All right. So now it is time. It's time to put our professional faces on. You ready? Professional faces. This week on PSVR2 News. All right, guys, we got some things to get to. So, I know I mentioned this last time. I brought up this game, the announcement of this game, last time on the last show. I mean, hold on, let me get my vids under control. I got Epic Roller Coasters rolling right here. Did any of you guys pick up Epic Roller Coasters last week or last show when I recommended it? Because I love Epic Roller Coasters. If I haven't made that clear enough, and I highly recommend it. Get the Thrills pack. Hopefully you got it on sale. But yeah, shout out to them because I love that game. So before we get into some of the big topics of the day, like the PSVR 2 price drop, Exocars, Wanderer release date. Oh my God, it's happening. Couple other little announcements and things to cover first. First one, I want to revisit is Resist. This is, of course, the upcoming pretty much Spider-Man with guns game coming out. And I'm pretty excited to check this one out, of course, because also we've never really gotten like a true web slinging through a city on PSVR 2. We've had some demos that were just basically movie promotions on PSVR 1, and I really, really enjoyed those. I would have liked to see Sony make like an official one, but this will be a nice little barometer to see how well the PSVR 2 community can handle actually getting the opportunity to swing around. And we got some exciting news surrounding this game. Over on the Twitters, They said the revolution is coming to PSVR2. Resist launches soon, delivering next level immersion for PlayStation players. So we got some additional info, and this is the stuff we like to hear, guys. Binary Mill, really impressing me so far with the first announcements. They know what we like. Look at this. They know themselves to mention these things and to implement these things. We pay for PSVR2 and PSVR2 games and a PS5. We want games designed for PSVR2 and PS5. Let's go. And they look like they are delivering, because the game will have confirmed 90 hertz performance mode, new PBR lighting and effects. I don't know what PBR is. I mean, I know that as like a cheap beer that I used to drink in like high school for ages ago, or when I was broke. I don't know what. Can somebody tell me in the chat? Somebody much smarter than me, tell me what PBR lighting and effects is. But it just says more immersive visuals and with realistic reflections and shaders. Very, very nice. Full headset and sense trigger haptics. Very nice. So we're going to have haptics in the controller as well as headset rumble. And then, ooh, yes, here we go. HDR and eye-tracked foveated rendering. Man, let me tell you, that is, those are the words that we love to hear, right? 90 native frames per second looks so good on PSVR 2 when games can do that. HDR, is usually there, but eye-tracked foveated rendering, headset rumble, haptics, adaptive triggers. Ooh, good stuff. So really exciting. Not going to spend too much on this, but really looking forward to this. Also, if it's coming soon, that's really cool. So looking forward to playing Resist. This is one of my more like anticipated indie titles that's coming up, and I've heard pretty good things. Not sure Brondo says PBR is trailer park beer. hey, I like Pabst Blue Ribbon, okay? I mean, I drink it like never. I was more of a High Life kind of guy. The champagne of beers. If I'm gonna have cheap ass beer, just stay away from Natty Ice or Natty Light and Milwaukee's Best. Moose piss. If you're gonna go cheap, you could do worse than PBR. Pietrek F says physically based rendering. Mark Poppin Pringsley says PBR lighting refers to a computer graphics technique called physically based rendering, where the lighting and shading of 3D objects are calculated based on how real world light interacts with. Excellent. So that is something that actually I do care a lot about. I know a lot of people care about. Whenever stuff has like a nice reflection, nice, I hear a lot of people all the time. Every single game that comes out, they ask about dynamic shadows, things like that. I know my dude Bad Robo, who I just saw pop up in the chat. What up, dude? He's always asking developers about dynamic shadows, dynamic lighting. That stuff is good. It just, better visuals equals better immersion. Papa John's. What the hell's wrong with me today? I have no idea, but I'm having fun, you guys. I'm having fun. It started out as a rough week, but it's gotten a lot better starting today, and I'm really excited. I've been feeling really good. I got to vent Monday, which was nice, and sorry about that if that was a little bit of a downer. Usually I'm in pretty good spirits, but sometimes stuff gets to me. Hamoud, what is up, my dude? It was fun talking with you last night in the Discord. Make sure you guys join our Discord down below. We have the best community ever, in my opinion, in my professional opinion. But yeah, really, really looking forward to Resist. But that is not the only news we got today. Gorn 2 out of nowhere. Gorn 2 with the RKO out of nowhere has been announced, and now I can look forward to 10 months of people asking, when is Gorn 2 coming out? Oh man, no, for those who don't know, it was like an inside joke for the longest time. Where's Rypop? I know Rypop's going to love this. When Gorn was announced for PSVR 1, our channels, mine and Brian's, were flooded for like 6 months straight. It was like torture. anything we do, we couldn't go anywhere. People would recognize us in public and be like, "Hey, when's Gorn coming out?" No, that didn't actually happen, but they would comment on it everywhere and would just ask me over and over. But here's Gorn 2, the sequel. I was not expecting this. And they had the new trailer today. There's some YouTubers that got like early access to it. I saw like Beardo Benjo put up a video on it. This game has like never really been my thing, but like I thought it was always like okay. I was more of like a swordsman guy with the realistic look to it. But hey, I'll tell you what, man. I'll give it a chance. Like this looks like it's fun, and what makes Gorn fun is just the absolute over the top brutality of it. I mean, it's literally called gore porn. So that's what it's really all about, is just arena combat with this. Of course, it's got this cartoony look, but I'm liking some of the things I'm seeing in this sequel. Things like grass for once, instead of just a sandy arena. There's a little bit more color to the design. Like there's a little bit more color in the environments. And I noticed also like some new enemy types. Like there's like this skull, this big bull thing that's running through the thing. So it'll be, what I'm really hoping is that basically they take Gorn and they just improve on everything that was there to begin with, because there was some fun to be had there. Unfortunately, the PSVR2 version of Gorn was terrible. It was really, really bad. I mean, it was like unplayable to me, but hopefully this one gets a little refined for PSVR2. Has stuff like smooth turning, which we absolutely need, and full locomotion, which we absolutely need, with joysticks, because I do not like the arm swinging movement thing that I think Servios came up with forever ago. It's terrible. It worked for that one. Why can't I remember the name of the game? It worked for that skating game that one time where you swing your arms to move. Sprint Vector. It was great for that, but it's not good for like regular locomotion. No. But hey, who knows? This could be good. They don't have a release date on this yet, but they did say, I think it's planned for this year. So that is something that all of the kids who love gore or just want to beat the crap out of some cartoons in bloody fashion can look forward to. So, hey, I look forward to people asking me when this is coming out for the next 10 months until it actually does. But that's not all. There's another game. I wanted to cover this last week, but there's another game that we've gotten word that is coming out soon. Very, very soon. I think keys are getting ready to come out. I haven't gotten one yet, but this is a game that I've heard really, really good things about. Now, I only have a Meta Quest trailer. This is, I think, a Quest port. Well, actually, I don't know actually if it's a Quest port, because it's also on Steam. So I don't really know, but it is designed. And I'm talking about the Mech Brawler Underdogs. I've heard, I don't know much about this game, but I have heard nothing but very positive things about this. So I'm intrigued. I think of all the genres that we have, I'm really surprised like we don't have more mech games. But this is supposed to be one of the best, if not the best. The other one I'm keeping my eye on, of course, is Iron Rebellion. And we did get Big Shots VR, and I actually liked Big Shots. I got about 5 hours out of it, and I was done, but I was like pretty satisfied with it. I thought it was pretty good. But Underdogs is a brand new upcoming mech brawler that's probably coming out in March. We're going to go ahead and just call this March Mayhem. But there's a little bit of information that I'd like to see. So let's take a look together at the Steam store. Now, I take Steam reviews with a grain of salt. But they have very positive recent reviews and overwhelmingly positive with 1,891 positive reviews. That's pretty good for a VR game. Those are no slouch numbers right there. So that's pretty cool. There was one thing I wanted to get to, though. Darth Vader, the Game Cat, thank you so much for keeping that tip train going. Says, born to Gorn, forced to work. That's pretty funny. Twitcher says, I'm not going to like the locomotion system of this, apparently. Game Cat Andrew Aaron Reich says, played Underdogs Trial on Quest. Really cool. Been holding out for the PSVR2 version. Very nice. Oh, interesting, Nihilus Ryan. I didn't know about the Big Shots co-op crashing. They did just have an update. Maybe that has something to do with it, because I didn't have it. All right. So there was something that caught my attention here that I was like, not what I wanted to see. But really, and that is, so this game does have really, really positive reviews. This game is a roguelike. That's a word we typically don't like to hear, because usually it means that instead of a campaign, they just design it to replay the same thing over and over and over, and maybe add, weapons and stuff. That's the one thing that I'm like, that kind of turns me off there. I'm not crazy about roguelikes. There have been exceptions, but usually that's when it's a roguelike that doesn't feel like a roguelike, and I just don't know if that's going to be the case here. Not a big fan of that. So that's a little bit of a turnoff there, but it does say there's 130 plus items, weapons, and power tools. So that's pretty cool. It does look like there is a lot of customization, as you can see here, at least between the weapons you can choose. And let's see, it says there's like 40 plus different NPCs. You can hire hackers and saboteurs, get into street fights, steal and sell people out. So it looks like there's maybe cutscenes that are delivered in the form of these like little 3D comics or whatever. You got somebody in your corner giving you hints. But yeah, despite this being a roguelike, there is a lot of good reviews for this. I mean, it's like it says, overwhelmingly positive. So I will be looking forward to checking this out, mainly because I just want to suit up in a mech and just destroy robots. I mean, that in itself sounds like a pretty good time to me. A lot of the people do mention the style of it too. Like they say like the art style of it just looks amazing in the headset, or looks really great. So yeah, besides the roguelike thing, it's ticking all the other boxes here, and I'm looking forward to checking this out. And it seems like it is right around the corner. Seems like it's going to be coming out in March as well. But you know what else is happening in March, you guys? Something big, something really, really big. Because today, out of left field, we got the announcement, that Sony are officially dropping the price of PSVR2. Let's go. We did it, man. We did it. I mean, a lot of people out there that didn't buy it did it, so maybe we didn't have to do anything, but no. The PSVR2 is officially getting a price drop, and that is huge news. Huge news to happen right before Hitman comes out. But starting March 1st, the PSVR2 is going to get a permanent price drop. It's going to be at $399. Now, it did say prices may vary depending on region, things like that. But it seems like for the most part, it's going to be $399 in the US, 450 euros. And I might have to actually look at my tweet to see what the rest were. 449.99 euros, 399.99 pounds, and then 66,980 yen. That sounds like so much money. $66,000 for your PSVR, and PSVR2 is yours. No, but this is really, really huge. What up, Jamie Slark? Shades of Gray Matter. Head bite. Let's see here. AVC3. All you peeps. It's so good to see you. Thanks for joining in today. This is, as Silent Evil 999 points out, this is really, really good news. I had a couple people asking me, is this good news? Is this Sony just trying to cut bait? I was like, immediately shut that down. I was like, look, let's not go there. I know some media outlets are gonna try to spin it that way. Actually, my favorite one was really funny. I almost counter tweeted this with my own tweet, but here's some other breaking news. Here's the other breaking news. This is how it feels, media. Dead website with 2.6 million followers on Twitter only gets 19 likes. And I'm talking about you, Kotaku. Suck it, Kotaku. You're dead. You're dead. Nobody cares about what you think anymore. 19 likes on there. Sony finally slashes the price of VR2 by $150, but it might be too late. Sorry, you're too late, Kotaku. Yeah, pretty funny though. I actually almost tweeted that as if it were news, but no, this is really, really great. Of course, some of the media is going to come out and be, Kotaku is first. I can't wait for like all these other fake ass people that are just, motivated by self-interest go down right after Kotaku. My tweet got 10 times the amount of likes and engagement than Kotaku did. So guys, maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board. Stop using AI to come up with your articles and your headlines and actually do some work like the rest of us, you bums. Anyways, great news. great news. But yeah, man, this is huge. Obviously, for many, many reasons. From a marketing standpoint, when PSVR2 dropped to $350, this thing sold 30 times the amount that it was selling before. I mean, it was dragging along and just dragging along. And the only thing that really started to turn around was like the big sale and then some big releases as well. Last year, there was some really great momentum that PSVR 2 left 2024 and came into 2025 with. So while we had maybe a slow start, kind of a bummer earlier this week, this is huge. This is like momentum ramped up again, because this is a much more fair price for this thing. It was a terrible idea to price this thing out at $550. I mean, look, I paid $550 for it. I don't have any regrets, but I love the headset, but that's just, if you're trying to get people to try out VR, nobody's going to risk at $550. When I bought a PSVR 1 back in the day, knowing nothing about VR, like hardly anything, what made me go out and take the chance was it being $200 for the headset and the camera or something. Yes, I actually had a camera and I had Move controllers from the PS3 era. So I just had to buy the $200 thing. That's what made me do it. The thing that's really holding VR back is the price right now. It's just, as great as it is, it's really expensive for a lot of people. Especially for those that, don't want to, take a risk with that much money. I can understand that is a lot of money. Charger Mike says, I was so happy to get mine on the $350 sale. That is a great deal, dude. That is a great deal. But coupled with the, the amount, the library of games that it has now after 2 years, which it has a lot. And I'd say about like 50 to 60 games are worth playing. And like maybe 10 to or like 20 of them are like must plays. That's pretty good. That's really, really good. But I thought the timing was interesting because this also comes at the heels of, or comes right after the leak of the Valve Deckard. That's been those rumors, those leaks that have been going around. And that is, of course, Valve's like next upcoming headset that's rumored. And they said that the price point was going to be like $1,300. And people were like losing their shit, especially people, because here's the thing. You know what that shows? That shows that the mainstream audience wants to try VR. They really, really do. but they're not going to drop $1,300 on it. They're not going to drop $550 on it. And I understand there's a challenge of getting that price down as much as possible, but that's what it's going to take to get people to try it. That's why the Quest 2 was so successful last gen. That's one of the reasons, is because how cheap it was. I mean, it was outselling the Quest 3 for quite some time as well. And it really just comes down to the price, man. Like, it's expensive, and the cheapest you can make it, the better. So this is huge news. And the even better part about this is that once it goes on sale and it's going to be even cheaper, like that's where that impulse buy is going to come out. I don't know what kind of discount they're going to put on it, but imagine they do a discount, promotion this holiday season, make it $300 or even maybe less. I don't see them going less than 300, but going down to like $300 or something like that, like that's going to get to the point to where people cannot resist and have to do, and you get a really high end headset out of it. You get high end gaming on the PS5. If you have a PC adapter and a decent PC, you get it's a wonderful PC VR headset. I can say that from firsthand experience. It is that OLED screen is a game changer. Like it does so much for the clarity and the immersion, and just like it's transformative. Just going back to back, playing like Subnautica on a PC with the Quest 2, and then playing it with a PSVR2, it was like, whoa, like, is this even the same game? It was a huge difference. That OLED screen is going to be very tempting for a lot of people out there, especially the mixed reality headsets that just got canned by Microsoft and no longer supported. Like, support has been removed. That's a big deal. So, I don't know if it was Microsoft or Valve or whatever ones they did. So this is going to be, not only for us that love to play on our PS5s, but this is also going to be a very good thing for PC gamers as well. So really cool. Anything you can do to decrease the amount of friction at all is gonna help. So awesome news. Let me see what you guys have to say. Egyptian Magician says, are they selling it at a loss? No, but you didn't hear that from me. Even with the price cut. Mark Poppins Pringles Leaf couldn't pay that much even as I love VR. I mean, yeah, $550, even wanting to buy, even the $550 price was too much. That's gotta suck, man. Yeah, that's really gotta hurt. Staff and Stuff said Index sold pretty well at $1,000. I'd buy Deckard at $1,500 if it got all the good stuff. Yeah, I mean, sure, the enthusiasts are, but that's like 15 people. The idea here is that we're trying to make VR accessible to more people. It's not just to a couple few. The idea is to get VR to go mainstream, because I firmly believe that VR is like the future of gaming. Like Hamoud, my new buddy, and a bunch of us, like, gaming was getting stale, and what saved video gaming for me was VR. Like I stopped playing AAA games. I started losing interest in AAA games. I started losing interest in, just playing. And then VR happened, and I was like, holy shit. Like, this is the best thing I've experienced since the PS1 for the first time back in the day. It is that good. But yeah, it needs help, and it needs to become a little bit more accessible to people. And this is wonderful news in that regard. Let's see here. Shades of Grey Matter, or is it Dan Kiefer? No, Dan Kiefer going crazy for Gorn. I'm seeing tons of comments for Dan Kiefer about Gorn. I do, before I move on to the next topic though, I do want to read your guys, see what you guys are saying. Let the people speak a little bit. Now, I don't really scan these ahead of time, so we're just going to roll the dice here. Nihilus Ryan says $1,200 isn't even that much. It's not the price holding it back, in my opinion. It's the motion sickness. We got to figure that part out first. That is definitely a big part. Motion sickness, comfort, things like that. That is. But listen, man, at $1,200, people aren't even going to take a risk. at $200, at $300, maybe even $400. People are at least gonna maybe take a risk here. The one confusing thing though is that I noticed on the website, it's got the bundle. It's got this is the one thing, the only one thing that didn't make sense to me. Let's bring it back to the browser here. The only thing that didn't make sense to me was that this is the PS blog where they announced the new thing. This is like Isabel Tomatis, Vice President Global Marketing, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Is that a new marketing person? I don't know. That name sounds familiar, but I thought Craig Malanka was the Vice President Global Marketing. I wonder if that's changed. I'm going to have to look up Craig in a minute, see if he's still there. But anyways, this is the only part that's confusing, is that they have the normal game, or the normal headset by itself, just the headset and the controllers, which is all you need, to be fair, for $399. But then also, the bundle is also $399. So this is the only kind of head scratcher thing about this. You would think that this would be like $350 for this one, and then $399. So I don't know why you would go with anything other than the Horizon bundle, Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle, because that's a $50 game. So you're basically saying like you can get it with the $50 game, or you can get it without the $50 game. I don't know if that's a typo or what's going on there, but that's a little confusing. That's a little strange. Maybe they're phasing out the headset by itself and just doing the bundles. I really don't know. Or maybe Herman Hulst just wants everybody to play Horizon because that's what he does. He just wants everybody to play Horizon, whether it's VR or Legos or the movie. Go watch the Horizon movie. That's what he knows best for sure, is how to do it. But I don't know. Shades of Gray Matter says, AJ, I think they're trying to clear out the Horizon bundle, maybe to make room for a different bundle. I don't know. That's a good point though. That's a good point that I'm surprised there hasn't been a different bundle yet. Because that is something they used to do with PSVR1. But hey, man, listen, let's give Sony a little bit of credit here for doing something right, because we know that doesn't happen all the time. Let's celebrate the victory for now. This is huge. Hopefully it gets VR to a couple more people out there, get them to try it. Especially, I think when that thing goes on sale from $400 to $300 or whatever it is, that's going to blow up again. But this is good. This is really, really good to happen right before a big, exciting month of Hitman and a couple things. Let's see here. I want to check the comments before we move on. I want to squeeze out everything we can in this conversation, because this is a big thing. This is two of the check boxes of the laundry list of stuff that we've talked about when it comes to like how Sony can improve this situation with PSVR2, how they can sell more, how they can get more out there, sell more for them. PC adapter was one of them. Price cut was another one. We got three big things left on the list to really turn PSVR2 around. We're 2 for 5 so far. One of them, of course, being they need to either remaster Astrobot, Wipeout, Farpoint. They need to bring these back, or at least add backwards compatibility, which, we talked about with the ability to track your hands. Surely they can make it track an aim controller as well. And the aim controller, I think, it is compatible with PSVR2. So, I think people would be happy with just backwards compatibility. But I myself would prefer remasters of these games, because they would look kind of dated and blurry and kind of iffy. And I don't think people would like that in some ways, but I think people would much rather have them than not have them at the end of the day. And some of these games actually looked pretty fantastic, even on PSVR 1. Astrobot, Blood and Truth, Wipeout. These look like PSVR 2 games on PSVR 1. So they got to do that. They got to sell the controllers separately, which, they've talked about. There's some deal going on with them. It seems like Apple is maybe adding support for PSVR2 controllers. Maybe that's how they end up releasing the controllers separately. And then, of course, the other thing to sell games, to sell headsets, is going to be hybrid games, man. You got to have hybrid games. They sell people on VR that are not interested. They make people's brain instantly go, now, not like, again, indie games are equally are also very, very important for the ecosystem, because that's where you get a lot of the cool ideas, the creativity, the innovations, and you get some really, really great indie games as well. But I'm telling you, man, like when it comes to just selling headsets, hybrid games are what does it at the end of the day. Twitcher says 5 point, get your 5 point hip, 5 point. Thank you, Twitcher. I haven't said that in a while. But yeah, the thing is that we're noticing here, though, is that slowly they're doing the right moves that needed to be done. And look, at the end of the day, I will always 100% say that better late than never. It is never too late to start doing the right things. Take this as a life lesson as well. It is never too late to do things that are good for you. Exercise, reading, eating healthy, quitting smoking, quitting drinking. I know these don't sound fun, but they are really good for you, and it is never too late to stop. So just remember that. Let's see here. Bad Robo says the only thing that will save VR are high budget games. The headsets are already available and they are very good. The headset is really good, man. It definitely, is just needs more from the software side, more features. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Price drop, one of them. That's pretty good. Shades of Gray Matter says AJ's been Gorn again. As Apprentice Summer Scales, we're in the life coaching segment. Should make it a regular feature. Just your reminder, man. Reminder. Read and go touch grass and get away from the internet. Don't let other people tell you what you're enjoying or if you're having a good time or not. Set your own expectations. Don't let other people set your expectations for you. ACV3. Oh man, you guys are the greatest. What up, Atlantic Cohen? GC, the Diet Pepsi cat. Says live chat with AJ. That's definitely bad for you, and you should stop. Hey, listen, I don't read your comments before I read them out loud. So thanks for making me read that out loud. You got me there. I'll get you back later. Oh man. Anyways, like I said, this is huge news. This is great for marketing, and the timing could not be better, because not only are we getting Hitman, dude, Hitman again, hybrid games. You're damn right. When people see a $400 price drop, or just a $150 price drop to $400, and then Hitman World of Assassination Trilogy fully playable in VR, assuming they don't screw it up, which I don't think they will, but pray to God they don't, because that's going to really, really suck if they do. But I think it's going to be amazing, because they did a wonderful job with the PSVR1 version. But dude, the price drop coupled with Hitman VR, that alone is going to move a significant amount of headsets. Hitman is one of the greatest VR games I've ever played in VR. It was such a cool experience, and it's a game I had zero interest in flat. I never cared about it. That's what makes VR so cool, is it can take so many games. There were so many AAA games and things that I didn't really care about, but the second they go, oh, you can play it in VR now, I was like, oh yes. And I jumped in, and it was the greatest thing ever. For those of us that don't really care, a ton about AAA games, having them in VR is like essential to playing those and getting to experience those. And I'm so glad that happens, because otherwise I would have missed out on a lot of awesome games otherwise. But Hitman, hopefully is amazing. Definitely going to get a lot of excitement. Definitely going to be an awesome time as expected. But that's not the only thing coming out in March because March 27th, Wanderer Fragments of Fate is arriving to us. And wow, it has been some time that we've been waiting for this. It was a long time ago that this was first announced. It's been delayed a few times. But holy crap, Wanderer Fragments of Fate is finally coming, and it's coming next month. It is 1 month. It is literally 1 month from today. It is March 27th. And guys, I am so excited for those that have never gotten to play this game. Those who've never played this game before, I am super, super excited because this is legitimately one of the best VR games I've ever played. It is it is up there with Saints and Sinners and Half-Life Alyx. For me personally, and a couple other games, of course, Resident Evils, Astrobot, Wipeout, Farpoint. It's up there with the top tier games, Hitman. And this is a completely built from the ground up for VR game. But if you've played this game before, don't worry, because they've added a bunch of new stuff to the game. And let me tell you, I got some exclusive footage from the things. Actually, Brian got some exclusive footage from the devs. And I was considering showing it here on the show tonight, just like right here, just while I was talking, just to have something rolling. But here's the thing is I decided not to. This is just the original trailer because I didn't want to spoil anything. I didn't want to spoil any of the surprise. But let me tell you what I saw from the special footage or like special B-roll footage that they provided. It is looking really good. It looks like they've added a lot of action to this game, a lot of like a little bit more shooting to it. There's definitely some like different gadgets and everything. It was very, very interesting. Looked very good from what I saw in this little B-roll footage. If you want to see it, I think Brian has it on his breaking news segment from today. So you can go to Without Parole and check out that footage, but I would advise against it. I would just say, do not watch. Just be surprised. Go into this game knowing as little as possible, and you're going to have the better experience here. But man, what a game. Action, adventure, puzzle, great narrating, story, like voiceovers, dialogue, tons of new features like platforming, climbing, action, different things. This game blew my mind on PSVR1. It looked fantastic on PSVR1, by the way. So I am super excited about this game. This has been my most anticipated game of 2025, despite having played the original version already. It even beat out Hitman for me just because this was just such a mind-blowing experience. But to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, like Hitman and this are pretty neck and neck in terms of like my hype levels. But March 27th, the exclusive footage that I saw was really, really cool looking, really, really good. And I think we might have some exclusive content for you guys. Brian and I will when the game gets closer to release. I think we should have might have some exclusive previews for you guys. So that's really, really cool that of the devs. We've been jumping up and down about how amazing this game is. It really is like a AAA quality game built for VR. I mean, this is like the kind of stuff you would expect to come from like Sony first party studios. It's that good. It looks ridiculously beautiful and detailed. And and I'm really excited about all the new features. So awesome news today. And cannot wait for Wanderer Fragments of Fate, March 27th. Prepare for the best time traveling game I've probably ever played. I don't know. This is for me. This is up there with like Back to the Future cool. Like it is so good. Like, and really, really awesome. So be excited because I expect great things from this game. And we should have some exclusive early access stuff for you guys at some point. And we'll let you know as soon as possible. Amazing. Now, before we get to the DealMania and give you my thumbs up, thumbs down recommendations, there is one thing that we need to talk about first. So it's kind of come out that Exocars is finally got a release date. I think they said March 6th. This has been a game I've been really excited about. I've played the PC VR version to kind of preview it. I've given you guys a preview on about it. And we finally got a release date for it today. But we got some unfortunate news with it as well. And that is Exocars is coming, I think, like March 6th, March 7th. But there's a couple things about it. I'm excited that it's finally coming. You know, that it's taken a while and been just patiently waiting. But man, did they screw this up. They screwed this up really, really bad. Basically, along with the release date announcement, they also broke the news that they have removed wheel support. Now, this alone just killed your game. Like, you guys, a week before launch, you just killed your game, because the main reason people were really excited about this was that they would get to use the racing wheel with it. And their reasoning behind it, from what they said, was that in order to maintain a fair competitive advantage, that they have decided to not only remove the wheel support for this on PS5, they've actually gone and removed it on Steam as well. And this was apparently due to player feedback or something, trying to keep it a fair competitive thing, not giving any competitive advantage. This was the worst decision you could ever make for this game, and you just killed your game. Congratulations. Your game is going to die at launch because of this decision. So I did email them and told them, guys, like, this is why most people are buying your game. And by the way, there's other games like Gran Turismo 7 that a lot of people have racing wheels on this platform that were excited to use their racing wheel with something else. We're probably going to give your game a shot. On top of this, games like Gran Turismo 7, a high profile game like that, also gives you the option to play with a controller. You don't hear anybody complaining about it. Galaxy Kart, you can play with the in-game, you can play with the orbs. You can also play with the joysticks. You can also play with a racing wheel. You can also play with a racing wheel and an orb in one hand. Guess how many people complained about it? If you guess 0, you are correct. Because nobody complained about this. Because you know why? Because people care more about having fun, having the best experience they can, and people actually playing the game more than just, is it going to be competitive? Is there even... I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. So it gets worse, you guys. It gets worse. I'm sorry. It gets worse. But their multiplayer is not even going to be at launch. Their multiplayer is expected to be at the end of March. So the games, they've removed the wheel support. And there's no multiplayer. I just don't see how you could fumble this so hard. Like, people were actually excited to play this game, and now I don't think anybody's going to play this. I think that was the most ill-advised decision that they could have possibly made. And they should just let people just have fun. Just let people have fun in the best way possible. To be honest with you, the in-game controls, like the virtual steering wheel, didn't feel that great. Like, it didn't actually feel that great. It was serviceable at best, but it didn't really feel that good. So I was really excited to use an actual racing wheel, not only because it's more immersive, but it would probably play better and be more fun as well. So this decision to remove this is mind-boggling. And congratulations, you just killed your game. And I don't think, I mean, it is going to be very hard to recover from this. Even if you add the wheel support later, things like that, you still left a huge sour taste in people's mouth. And I quite frankly, I would like to see them recover, but I don't think they're going to. And I hate that, I don't know whose decision it was, but yeah, this was a really bad decision. I get the reasoning why they said they're removing it, but I just think it's a dumb idea. Do you care more about a couple people complaining or whining about a competitive advantage? Or do you care about people buying your game, playing it, and having fun? Because I think it would be the latter if it was me personally. Or is it something else? Maybe they had problems programming it. Maybe they couldn't get the wheel to work right and just use this as an excuse. That would be pretty bad. Either way you spin it, it's not good, and your game's dead. Your game is doomed. You just doomed your game. They did send me a review key, so I still am going to play it, and I hopefully can still have a pretty good time. I did actually like what I played, but I was thinking to myself, man, this is going to be so much better with a racing wheel. And for the last, I don't know, they said that the game was designed based off of player feedback. Like, wasn't that your whole thing? Like 8 months ago was like, we're going to listen to player feedback or whatever and design it on that. Well, why are you listening to other feedback on other platforms versus ours? I don't understand. I don't understand. That's literally been the selling point of this game for 8 months, and you done fucked it up. It's rough, man. No, they've removed wheel support. So RIP Exocars. It was kind of nice knowing you, but not going to happen. Nobody's going to buy this game now. I at the very least just hope to have a little bit of fun when I play it. But I honestly don't care anymore either. Like, I don't blame anybody. The wheel support was the main thing I was looking forward to. And, there's some decent game in there, but it was more like, okay, it has potential. It wasn't like this, like amazing to begin with. It was like, no, like this is cool. This could grow. This could, and like I said, even if they go back, I'm sure the sales are going to hurt them so bad that they're going to add it. But even if they do, I think it's too late. I think you've already destroyed any chance this game had. VR is too small, man. VR is too small to make boneheaded decisions like this. And they're going to pay for it, unfortunately. And it sucks because this game has so much potential. So much potential. We need more games like this, but I don't know. Take a lesson. Hopefully Flat Out VR takes a lesson from this, what not to do. I don't know why everything attached to Joyway has to happen like this. Every single launch that Joyway has is an absolute disaster. And I don't understand why. I don't even know if Joyway had anything to do with this, but for some reason, everything they're attached to is just bad juju. So maybe it's just a coincidence, but it sucks for Joyway, sucks for Exocars, the developers, because I'm sure they put a lot of work into this, but damn, RIP Exocars, because you screwed up. You screwed up bad, and it might be too late to fix it. I will be happy to give it a shot, and I'll be happy to give it a shot with the other mind-boggling part about this is that it gives you the option for a joystick. So it's not even like there's only one way to play this game, which is the virtual thing. No, it's drastically different to play this game with the joysticks controlling and the virtual steering wheel. What are you doing? Make it make sense. It doesn't. It makes zero sense. But anyways, GC13, the Diet Pepsi Cat, thank you so much for the donation. Keeping that tip train going. Keep the lights on. Appreciate the love and support. Right back at you. Even if you say slanderous things about me constantly. It's okay. I still love you. It says, what if they offer full body haptic suit support? AJ, would you change your tune about Exocars? No, because I can do that with the sound, the audio to haptics feature anyways. Fun fact, I love playing Galaxy Kart with the haptics vest. It doesn't have native support, but it doesn't matter. If you play Galaxy Kart with just the audio to haptics mode, dude, it is so much fun. And it feels amazing. Every time you hit one of those boosts, imagine playing Mario Kart with the haptic vest. That's kind of what it's like. It's so good. But yeah, man. Anyways, so looks like Exocars is DOA, unfortunately. We'll see what happens, but I think they just screwed themselves over really, really bad. I already see Reddit exploding, boycotting, protesting. It was a bad move. It was a really, really bad move. And whoever thought of that move is, it was a bad move. Anyways. All right. So now it is time to get to the DEALMANIA sale on PSN right now. Loads of games on sale. We're going to go through each and every single one, give the thumbs up, thumbs down, and let you know if I recommend it or not. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Starting with Into the Radius is $19.79. Oh, and by the way, as always, guys, make sure if you've played these games, make sure you give your thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat. The rating system is 2 thumbs up at the max, 1 thumbs up, or 1 thumbs down, or 2 thumbs down at the lowest. That is the rating scale. Into the Radius is $19.79 or $17.99 with PlayStation Plus. Dude, Into the Radius, 2 thumbs up. This is golden buzzer worthy. Into the Radius, I'm just going to give the golden buzzer to Into the Radius. Boom. There it is. If there was one thing you need to buy from this sale, it is Into the Radius, because holy crap, man, that is an amazing game. And I give 2 thumbs up for that. If there was only one game you could buy, it would be Into the Radius for $17.99. That is insane. Swordsman, the Claws Battle. Isn't that the Santa update? That's the Santa update. $14.99 or $13.99 for Swordsman. Hey, I like Swordsman. I'd maybe give like one thumbs up for this. It's been a little bit cheaper. It's been like $10, but $3-4, not really that much. If you've never played Swordsman, I think it's got some of the best, like easily top 3 best sword fighting physics on the thing. Also, there is a very sexy Kraken Lord that does a voice in the game, and he says, "Release the Kraken." Anyways, Jan's German Game Cat Clausen says, "Klaus what?" It's their Santa Claus. You get to fight some kind of like medieval Santa Claus. It's pretty cool. Swordsman, Twitcher gives 1 thumbs up to Swordsman and 1 thumbs down. Hamoud says 2 thumbs down for the Kraken Lord. Atlantic Cohen, thumbs up. Kevin Russ says thumbs down. All right. Yeah, like I said, a weak thumbs up. Like I think Swordsman great if you've never played it, but yeah, it's not, there's not a lot to the game. It's just an arena combat game. So you got to like arena combat games. I liked it more than Gorn, personally. I always liked it more than Gorn. It's kind of like Gorn for adults. Anyways, let's get back to the sale here because we got a lot more to get through. Green Hell VR is $13.49 or with PlayStation Plus is $10.49. Now, Green Hell for $10.50. I mean, just for the campaign alone, I'm going to give the thumbs up to that. 1 thumbs up. But let it be noted that there's a lot of bugs apparently that have been introduced in this game. So I haven't played the game in a while. So I just really like the survival mechanics of it. I really like the survival mechanics and like really, really a lot. And the campaign was like, okay, the story sucks, but it was just kind of fun doing the survival or the free survival mode. I haven't tried out the multiplayer yet, but I've heard the multiplayer is broken. So if you want it for multiplayer, I would just probably hold off. Hamoud says thumbs up, kind of buggy, but fun. Atlantic Cohen says 4 thumbs down. We'll count that as 2 because you can only go 2 thumbs down. You must really not like, Green Hell. AVC3 says 2 thumbs up. Kevin Russ says 2 buggy, so thumbs down. It's fair enough. Yeah, this one's like I think Green Hell, I'd give like a 6 out of 10. Like it's like kind of average. maybe slightly below average. But I do think that there it does have some cool things about it. So Cube is $23.99 or $22.49 with PlayStation Plus. Here's the thing about Cube, man. I really, really enjoyed Cube. I'm not a builder kind of person. Like when I play games, I don't like to just build stuff. But I just played through the campaign of this and just did all the tasks that it had to like teach you everything. And I had a blast doing that. The game's also gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's got 8K textures. I'm kind of surprised here though. I guess one thing I overlooked when I got review keys for it was that I didn't check on the price, and I didn't know Cube was $30. It feels very, as great as it is, it feels like a $20 game. So it being $30 and getting a sale, it's not under $20. And that kind of bothers me. But it is close. It is close. I'd like to see this game for $20 as a base price, and then discounted for under $20. That would be instant 2 thumbs up. Or if he adds multiplayer to Cube where you can go see other creations, then it would be instant 2 thumbs up. Until this happens, I'm going to give this like a slight thumbs up. I mean, it's obviously like, a good sale on the price, but GC13 making fun of me losing my voice last week. Man, by the end of that episode, holy crap. Yeah, my voice was gone. I can already feel my voice starting to go. No, I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking ginger ale. Sugar-free ginger ale, because I don't drink sugary drinks anymore. But if I was drinking a beer, I'd be drinking an IPA, or as per our conversation earlier, a Miller High Life or a PBR for cheap. But anyways, I know. I also have Coke Zero Sugar, which I drink. It's my fix. I don't drink sugar anymore. No sugar, no carbs. Low sugar, low carbs. It's good for you. Eat lots of protein and fat. Anyways. Yeah, I know. You can make fun of I shouldn't have even shown you. Now you're going to never let that go. It's the first time I've ever gotten it, okay? It's actually not bad. Anyways. What the hell were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Cube. Cube, like, I really want to recommend this. I wish it was $20. I wish it was $20 as a base game. I'm actually surprised it sold as well as it did at $30. It sold really well, and I'm very surprised it sold that well at $30. It's pretty wild to me, actually. But anyways, I'll give like a very weak thumbs up, but like I wouldn't rush out to get this at this price. Like for me, it's a $20 game that should be discounted for lower than that. But opinions. Love the game though, and I love the dev and everything. But that's just how I feel about it. Next, we have The Room VR: A Dark Matter is $19.49 or $17.99 with PlayStation Plus. I will give 1 thumbs up for the $17.99. Again, another game that feels like a $20 game that should be under that, but this one actually is under $20 now. So I would give 1 thumbs up to the $17.99. Here's the thing about Room VR Dark Matter though, is that it's 3.5 hours long, and then you're done with it. You can't play anymore. It's really great, but it's 3.5 hours, and maybe 4, and then it's over, and you can never replay it again, or it's just not fun to play again. So I'll give 1 thumbs up to the $17.99. Still a great game. Really cool series. Great atmosphere. Looks good on PSVR2. Lots of love for The Room VR Dark Matter. Mark Poppin Pringlesleaf, 2 thumbs up. Adam, 2 thumbs up. Kevin Russ, 1 thumbs up. Lanet Cohen, 1 thumbs up. Shades, 1 thumb. Ace Gamer Cat, 1 thumbs up. Twitch of the Deuce Juice Game Cat, 2 thumbs up. So lots of love strong recommendations for this game. And yeah, man, that's good stuff. That's a good, strong showing for Room VR, A Dark Matter. Let me see what else can I get. What other trailers can I get? Okay, but back to the list. Hubris for $11.99. I'm gonna give that 2 thumbs up. Hubris for $11.99. I know I saw some people say like it's a good game. It's not a great game. I think it's a great game. I think it does some really, really good things. Story's kind of generic. It's generic sci-fi story, but the graphics are amazing, and it's a really fun 5-hour adventure. I just for the price alone, it's 5 hours for a really high quality VR game. 2 thumbs up, easy for me to recommend that. Mark, 2 thumbs up. On hard, if played on hardest difficulty, agreed. That's the thing about Hubris. If you play Hubris, play it on the hardest difficulty. Even if you're like terrible at games, play it on the hardest difficulty because it's just so boring on easy or normal. It is way too easy. It's a little unbalanced. But play it on difficult, and it'll just be like normal difficulty if you play it on hard. Kevin Russ, 2 thumbs up. Adam says Hubris is great. Hooked Worm, the Hoosier Game Cat. Hello, Elenet. 1 thumbs up. Gundy, where das Game Cat weta says 2 thumbs up. All right, so lots of love. I think I'm glad we're all in agreement here. Bad Robo also likes it, and Twitcher Deuce Juice Game Cat also likes it. Very good, guys. Very good. All right, so moving on. We've got Drunken Bar Fight is $12.74. I don't even care. It's $11.89. No. 2 thumbs down. I've hated Drunken Bar Fight pretty much since the day it came out on PSVR 1, and I do not like it one bit. And I think the PSVR 2 version is crap too, if I remember. But yeah, Hamoud says I agree. Hamoud says 2 thumbs down. Just fight in a real bar. I agree. It is. You'll have more fun going out into a real bar and getting into a fight and getting arrested than playing Drunken Bar Fight. It's that bad. Don't go do that though. Don't go do that. Trip VR. Ugh. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh Jesus. That price. Oh my goodness, you guys. Holy crap. Trip VR, originally $59.99, is on sale for $41.99, and with PlayStation Plus is $35.99. Jesus Christ, you guys. 2 thumbs down. Trip is literally just like some backgrounds that it goes, breathe in, now breathe out, now breathe in, now breathe out. And it's got this little wind. Some of the backgrounds are pretty, I'm not going to lie. And there is like some little like weird kind of shooter thing that it does. But dude, no. Why is that game so expensive? What the hell, you guys? What is wrong with you? I think it was originally subscription based, and then I think they made it that price, so it's not anymore. Here's the other thing: is like there's like here's a special feature video for you to watch. This is a true story, you guys, because I played Trip recently, for some reason, and it literally has like 240p videos in it. Like it's got like these like meditation relaxation videos, and some of them are legitimately 240p in the headset. Like holy crap. Why? Why? There's some good backgrounds and stuff in there. Like, okay, nothing special. I mean, it's just like a watery surface with like some flowers and some stars or something. Like, dude, you can go play No Man's Sky and do that. Anyways, Trip, 2 thumbs down. It's terrible. I can't believe it's that expensive. Holy crap. And it's got like I said, it's got like 240p videos in it, which is unacceptable. No. All right. Next we have Gorn, which is $9.99, or has a discount. Thumbs down for Gorn. The PSVR2 version is terrible. I had some fun with it on PSVR, but no, this version was really, really bad. Wait for Gorn 2 at the least. We'll hold out for Gorn 2. Maybe that'll be better. Arcade Paradise VR for $11.99. $11.99. I'm gonna give 2 thumbs up to this. I have a lot more of this game to play, admittedly, but I did finally get around to playing it. And it's fun. You basically, most of you know the thing behind it is you run a laundromat, you put clothes in, you turn the knobs to the settings, and you run the laundry, and then you go in the back and you also run, you play arcade games, and then you also you kind of expand the arcade portion of the things. And the games are fun. Like, the games are actually that was the make or break for me, because I fucking hate laundry more than anything in life. Laundry is probably the thing I despise the most. And the games itself are really, really fun. They're not all VRAF though, just so you know. A lot of the games that you play in there's stuff like a little ice hockey game. There's like these goofy, like, retro style games and stuff. I'm going to give a big 2 thumbs up to Arcade Paradise, though. They're not all VRAF. There is like a light gun game where you actually do, like, it is kind of VRAF. But yeah, 2 thumbs up. Definitely worth $11 something and worth checking out. And this is where the cool creativity, kind of unique VR, subgenre goes. And it's good. It's really, really good. I say it's a hidden gem. Gundy Wish gives a huge thumbs up and hearts. Headbite says you don't have to do laundry, to be honest. Yeah, I've heard that too, which I would have liked to known sooner. Brian did tell me that, though, at one point. Alanet says just 1 thumbs up because doing laundry, because I don't like doing laundry, let alone in VR. I feel you there. Apparently you can just skip the laundry part, though, and just play the games. And so there is that, which is nice. There are some, like, other mini games too, which are pretty cool. Like, I do like the little thing of going out and collecting the trash and then throwing it for points in the dumpster. Kevin Russ says laundry, 2 thumbs down. Mark says, I never knew washing clothes was tiring until playing Arcade Paradise. Dude, that is something. It is a lot. It is a little bit more physical than you would think. It's a little bit more physically demanding than you would expect. Ryan says, thank you, AJ. Arcade Paradise is one of the best VR games. It's really good. It's really, really good. Just play the mini games in it or whatever. Hemu, 2 thumbs up. Okay. He says, just make, Ace Gamer Cat says, yeah, just make money with the games ASAP. So get the game, do the laundry part of it until you get bored of that. And then just do the games for the rest. Cause the laundry was kind of fun at first, but like 2 or 3 rounds of it. And I was like, okay, I'm done. If I go back, I'm just going to play the mini games. Cause I actually really like the mini games. I got pretty hooked to them. All right. So what else do we got here? Walkabout Mini Golf, is, let's see here. Premium edition. Walkabout Mini Golf Premium Edition. What does this include? This includes some stuff with it. I don't know. It's hard to tell what this includes. 5 lost cities to explore: Atlantis, El Dorado, Gardens of Babylon, Shangri-La, and Temple of Zeus. That's a pretty good pack. I don't know if I've played Lost. Oh, it's got the Lost Cities bundle. Okay, here we go. Standard is $14.99. You should always buy that, and then just buy the other ones. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know about this version specifically, but Walkabout Mini Golf is an absolute should we. Car Mechanic Simulator. I'll pretty much always give a Walkabout a thumbs up. Car Mechanic Simulator, $10.39. I don't think I've played this on PS5, but I played it on PSVR and it was terrible. No. Hard pass on Car Mechanic Simulator. Drums Rock Deluxe Edition. What does this come with? Oh God, they make okay. So this comes with additional stuff from like Hearts on Fire, King for a Day, Blood of the Elves, When Angels Kill, Twilight Force. I don't know any of these. Undertale. I don't care about Undertale. I'm gonna say no. Oh wait, it's only $13 though. $13. I'd say just get the regular version when it's like, just get the regular version of Drums Rock when it's $10. Everybody's giving it thumbs down too. Wow, nobody likes Drums Rock. Jeez. Maybe what was that other drums game that was announced? There was another drumming game that was announced recently. Maybe that will be better. Maybe that'll be what people will like more. I actually like the feel of the drums as a drummer in real life. I actually like the feel, and I didn't mind. It's kind of goofy, silly, cartoony, but it was whatever. Headbite says car mechanic is 99% jank, 1% game. Ouch. Smash drums. Thank you. Awesome Tatum. What up, my dude? Likes Drums Rock. Okay. I played like 10 minutes of Undertale, maybe 30 minutes of it. It was just, yeah, it's fine. I don't care about the music. I don't care about the music of Undertale, in a drums pack in a VR game. No, just not for me. Anyways, Thief Simulator VR Greenview Street for $16.24, thumbs down. I actually didn't mind this game that much. There is some fun to be had, but that price, man, this game's too cheap and janky feeling to be even $16. Not the worst price. It could be a lot worse. I actually had a little bit of fun with it, but it's indie, it's janky, it's a little silly, kind of fun, but no. Ancient Dungeon VR for $15.99. Just got the multiplayer update. I'm going to give 1 thumbs up. I know some people are probably going to give this 2 thumbs up, but Ancient Dungeon is really good. If you don't like roguelikes, which I don't, if you don't like roguelikes, it is fun to play with a friend, and it is a good, decent, like short dungeon crawler. I know a lot of people probably, Dan Keeper says janky and stanky. Mark says 2 thumbs up for, Ancient Dungeon. Alanet says 2 thumbs down. I don't know if you're talking about Thief Simulator or if you're talking about Ancient Dungeon. Yeah, for me, I don't care about the voxel art, and I don't care about roguelikes. So that's why it's just 1 thumb for me, because I still had some fun with it. But really, I have zero desire to play it by myself and play it over and over a bunch of times. Yep, nope. Alanet confirms 2 thumbs down to this and says sorry, Brian. Dan Keeper says 2 thumbs up, and John says it's good. Hamoud, two thumbs up. Better than Legendary Tales. Okay, Hamoud. I know you like to mess around. I know we're new best friends, but don't make me ban you on our first day of hanging out together as new best friends, okay? Scott the PSVR Game Cat for Life says 2 thumbs up. No, it is not better than Legendary Tales. Not even close for me. Not even close. Niles says blasphemy and trap in the chat. Anyways, Awesome Tatum says, good Lord have mercy, 1,000,000 thumbs up. All right. So strong recommendation from the chat. 1 thumbs up from me for Ancient Dungeon. All right. Next we have Toy Trains. I have to skip this one. I haven't played it. I have zero interest in this. So sorry, Toy Trains. But guys, it did get the Infinite Loop update. Woohoo! No, I don't know. I have zero interest. I don't care. Galaxy Kart is $9.99. Now here's the thing. You guys. I already used my golden buzzer on Into the Radius, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay, because this is a game that has previously gotten the golden buzzer. Galaxy Kart is $9.99, but with PlayStation Plus, Galaxy Kart is $3.99. Boom, 2 thumbs up. $3.99 for Galaxy Kart is an absolute freaking steal. The game's gotten tons of updates since it launched. It's gotten lots of new levels. I love the tracks. I love the tracks. The tracks are great. I love the food one where it's like there's like giant pizzas and tacos and there's a giant Taco Bell or something, and like I love the tracks. There's bacon. all over it. I'm getting hungry. Great courses. I've only ever played as the hot dog guy, so I really don't know how the other races are. There is multiplayer in this, but I wouldn't expect anyone to be online, so you'd have to either play with our Discord or Sunday multiplayer meetups or play with your own friends. But yeah, this game uses orbs and uses the racing wheel. So if you have a racing wheel, you have to use it. And even cooler is that you can use a racing wheel with the orb. You can use the racing wheel with one orb, and you can actually use your free hand to shoot stuff. 2 thumbs up, even at $9.99. 2 thumbs up, Galaxy Kart. Whether it be the $3.99 or $9.99, get Galaxy Kart. Do yourself a favor. Dynamic foveated rendering, 90 native frames per second, and it's a good time. You'll get a couple hours of fun out of it at least. Vince Virtua says the CEO guy is very responsive as well. A couple trophies not popping on Galaxy Kart. Def a fave game. Interesting. But yeah, highly recommend Galaxy Kart for that price. Zombieland Headshot Fever is $16.24 or $14.99 with PlayStation Plus. Guys, 2 thumbs up. Give Zombieland Headshot Fever a chance. It starts off a little slow, maybe a little slow and boring, it seems at first, but give it time. It gets way better. And you can play like the levels like reversed. There's different challenges to do as you go through the level. You shoot lots of toilet paper, and this game, you give it time, stick with it, and it gets better and better and better. And it's surprisingly really good. It was one I was like, it's okay at launch, and then I started to really, really like it later on. So for $15, 2 thumbs up. It's also PSVR2 enhanced. So it's really, really good. If you like arcade shooters, okay, you have to like arcade shooters. But it's really, really good stylish, good style to it, and pretty fun. Adam Gaming, cut me deep, says 2 thumbs down. Distracted says we don't tolerate toy train slander around these parts. Okay, boss. Distracted says Zombieland 2 thumbs up. All right, there we go. I think Alanet says 2 thumbs up to that. Maybe talking about Galaxy Kart. Awesome Tatum says Zombieland is good, best version. Rudder support Meow Mix. My goodness, with a Thundercat symbol. Avatar says 90s extreme skiing should cross with AJ's dream borders. Yes, they should. They should add snowboarding to that. But really, just play Snow Scout, man. Snow Scout is so much better than both of those. So Vince Virtua, 2 thumbs up for Zombieland. So chat approves of the headshot. They got a fever. Borderbots is $9.99. Ooh, this one's tough. The thing about this game is I have like zero interest in playing it. But when I did play it, I thought it was pretty decent. Like it actually had like some surprisingly cool stuff about it. But once you get into the game itself, it's very much just kind of like a deduction kind of game, a puzzle elementsy kind of game. It's okay. Like it's not bad. The only problem is I didn't really stick with it, and I didn't really have a desire to go back. But when I play it, like I had a pretty good time. Mark Pringles Leaf says thumbs up. I'm gonna have to play it some more. So for right now, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. But I will go back and play it some more and see if I can get like some final thoughts on it. I just didn't really have fun for a long time with it just yet. So next we've got Pixel Ripped 1978, an Atari adventure, is $11.24. I liked Pixel Ripped 1995 better. This game's okay, but I'm gonna say pass. It wasn't really super special. I think Pixel Ripped 1989 and Pixel Ripped 1995 were pretty cool. But 1978 is just kind of meh, and I didn't really care for it. It was like okay. At best, it's a 7 out of 10. 2 thumbs down, says Mark. And 1 thumbs down, says Elenet. Jan says 1 thumbs down. Wow, y'all really didn't like that. Yeah. It just wasn't great, man. Wasn't great. Mare is originally $24.99, but is $19.99. This is, of course, the kind of eco-inspired. Actually, I think it's from one of the developers of Eco. I'm going to say no to Mare just because I'd pick it up for cheaper. If it hits that $10 range, I'd pick it up for like $10 just because it's kind of different and artistic and kind of cool. But Mare for $20, nah, pass. 1 thumbs down. 1 thumbs down. Not 2, but I've played worse games for sure. But Awesome Asteroids is $3.59 or $2.39. It's, oh my God. Awesome Asteroids is the price of a Coca-Cola. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to that. Like, it's so cheap. It's like, just buy it and don't even play it. Just buy it because it's that cheap. And just don't play it. No, I'm just kidding. If you are interested in playing it, it is a decent game. It's okay. It's a short game. The coolest thing I liked about it was that it has like an eye-tracked turret on the ship, and that was kind of cool. I do like the eye-tracked turret, but it's just an okay game. I'm gonna give it 1 thumbs down. Or if you got the extra cash, just buy it and just don't play it if you're not interested. This one's definitely mixed. I think Mark has the thumbs up. Elenet has 2 thumbs down. Twitcher has 2 thumbs up. Bad Robo has 1 thumbs down. Distracted says not so awesome Asteroids. Mark says it's an easy plat. So if you want an easy platinum, easy buy. Definitely get that. Oh yeah, you reminded me. I have like one more trophy. I need to get for the plat that I need to go get. Thanks for reminding me. So man, Deadland Polygon VR. No, it's $2. Save your $2 and buy something else. 2 thumbs down. Avoid at all costs. Oh, Trombone Champ is pretty cheap. $11.99 or $11.24. I haven't played this game, so I unfortunately can't tell you. But I need to make a note to play this game. But I have, honestly, I know this is Flat to VR. The only reason I'd say to buy this is to support Flat to VR Studios. Oh, Adam Gaming says you were a thumbs down to Ancient Dungeon. Okay. Mark says 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down to Trombone Champ. Elenet says 2 thumbs down. Emily Baxter, #cartoony witch game kitten, says 2 thumbs down. Distracted says I'm thinking to get Trombone Champ on PC for custom songs. Elenet Cohen actually changes it, I guess, to 1 thumbs up. Twitcher says Trombone Champ, thumbs up and slide it backwards and forwards. Adam Gaming says Trombone is 2 thumbs down. Elenet says I play terrible, but it's a fun game. And Shades of Grey Matter says Trombone Champ is great, really goofy and fun, also very well polished. Yeah, I've heard it's really polished. Nihilus Ryan says love Trombone Champ. It's just tiring. I can see that. Honestly, I'm very sensitive to like noise and sound. As a musician for a really long time, and like whenever I hear that game, I just like, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I'm just like, ugh, which is really why I haven't played. Like, it sounds terrible to me. I don't care how it looks. It's what it sounds like. So I don't know. The chat is very mixed on this one. So Trombone at your own risk. I'm going to say pass because I have 0 interest. Tin Hearts is $7.99. The thing about Tin Hearts is that I've heard that it's a very good game, but it's a terrible VR version. So nope to Tin Hearts, 1 thumbs down. Because the apparently it's really good flat, but the PSVR2 version, which I've played, is rough. It's so blurry and terrible. Sky Climb VR. Wow, there's a couple games I haven't played here. Sky Climb is $7.49 or $2.99 with PlayStation Plus. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to also have to play Sky Climb. I'm going to have to grab that. I'm going to buy that, and I'll play it and let you know if it's any good. I might have a review key for it. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really heard any good things about Sky Climb, so I'm going to assume it's okay. I'm going to assume it's bad. Awesome Tatum says thumbs down for Sky Climb. Emily Baxter says 2 thumbs down. Everybody's giving 2 thumbs down for Sky Climb. Except Atlantic, who's giving it 1 thumbs up. Dan Kiefer says more climbing. Ace Gamer Cat says $3 for Sky Climb is fine. Nihilist Ryan likes Sky Climb, but says kind of like Toss better. Oh, kind of like Toss, but easier. Hamoud says 2 thumbs up, but I got it for free. Well, that's cheating, Hamoud. Yeah, I'm going to probably buy this. If I don't already have it, I'll probably buy it for $2 or whatever, but it's probably not going to be that great. Captain Toonhead versus the Punks from Outer Space, $11.99. I played this at PAX last year. I'm going to give a thumbs down. I know in terms of tower defense wave shooters, it's supposed to be one of the better ones. But no, I thought it was awful. I thought it was so terrible and was a horrible game to demo at PAX and was so not fun. It was so boring and was just bleh. No, 2 thumbs down for Captain Punkhead Tunes, whatever it's called. 2 thumbs down. Avoid. Corridor VR. No, that's actually, hold on. This is another one I haven't played, but I'm going to assume by the 14 low star ratings it has that it's bad. What the hell is this? Oh, Bridge the Gap. So no to Corridor VR. And then lastly, we have Bridge the Gap, which some people said they kind of liked. They said it's kind of like Lemmings in VR. $6.99. Sounds incredibly boring to me. I got my Lemmings in VR fix from Humanity, and I couldn't even finish that game. And I really love Lemmings, but I couldn't finish that. All right, so let's recap real quick. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't have this up here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how long that wasn't showing here. Let's recap real quick. The golden buzzer is going to Into the Radius, whether it be 1979 or 1799. You have to play this game if you're into, like, you know, shooters, sci-fi, Escape from Tarkov, Metro, what's the book, Roadside Picnic, that whole kind of spiel where you go into like these sci-fi zones in a post-apocalyptic world. Just an amazing game, so atmospheric, and so much fun. Really, really cool. And the gunplay and the progression, so good. Also has the best guitar ever in VR. You got to get Into the Radius. There was a really strong push from the chat for The Room VR, so I'll give a strong recommendation for The Room, especially with Plus. Hubris, I give a strong recommendation to for that price. 5-hour fun shooter adventure. Play it on hard. Arcade Paradise, definitely pick up and just, you know, do the laundry until you get bored with it, and then just focus on the games. You don't have to do the laundry anymore. Unlock more games and more arcade cabinets. Really, really good. This is pass. Ancient Dungeon, I did give us a 1 small thumbs up to it. Galaxy Kart, 2 big thumbs up to it. Get it for $9.99. Get it for $3.99 if you have PlayStation Plus. Absolutely. Zombieland Headshot Fever, for $14.99, I give 2 thumbs up. For $16.24, I know it's just $2 different. I'll give it 1 thumbs up. But I would recommend Zombieland. It gets better. You know, it's just a fun arcade shooter. These are pass. And then, yep, that's it. So Into the Radius, The Room VR, Hubris, Arcade Paradise, Galaxy Kart are my biggest recommendations from here. Steve, oh, what up, Kill Artist? Says, hey AJ, I've been on a mission to finish the latest No Man's Sky expedition. I've never been able to in time, so I'm committed or need to be. Yeah, man, I hear you. Thank you so much for the donation, Kill Artist. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Still waiting for the No Man's Sky patch to drop that fixes the last remaining issue that I have, which is when you're at the surface level of the water or water surface level. When you're at the water surface, the ground below it will start to flicker a bunch, and it's really, really bad eyesore and really sucks. But yeah, I'm waiting for that, and then I'm gonna jump in because there's so much amazing stuff. I have this like amazing new amazing new planet that you guys need to see. And there's a lot of new stuff I want to explore, but I can't do it because I really love fishing, and I can't fish in the game right now with this water flickering issue thing. They've had it in experimental branch for quite some time, but they haven't actually fixed it yet or released it. So, Vince Virtua says the seventh guest is better than The Room in his opinion, or their opinion. I actually want to go back and play the seventh guest at some point. It's a little puzzle heavy for me because it's like a room full of puzzles. It's like a room full of four puzzles. And then you finish that and you guess what you're rewarded with? Another room of 4 puzzles to solve. And then you gotta, it's hard to figure out sometimes what the puzzle is first before you can even start working on it. I don't know. I got kind of bored with it, but I respect the seventh guest because it did seem like a really good game. But it's like the final boss puzzle game for me. It was too straightforward puzzly for me. The puzzle games I've always liked are kind of like the environmental ones, like Transpose on PSVR1. That was an amazing puzzle game that I loved. Zing the Land Beyond, loved it. And I liked a couple. I like The Room VR Dark Matter too. All right. So before we get out of here, you guys, we'll spend a couple more minutes just make sure that there's nothing in the chat. But thank you so much once again for being here tonight, guys. Exciting times, man. March, get ready, guys. Get ready because March, we've got a PSVR2 price drop coming. We've got Hitman and Wanderer coming in hot. So holy crap. And it will be towards the end of the month, but still. There's probably, don't be surprised if there's some other releases like Underdogs, like we mentioned. We might get Underdogs and Resist as well. It's seeming like we're going to get Underdogs and Resist in March, if not very shortly after. So March is going to be March mayhem, and it's going to be awesome, man. Possibly Resist, Underdogs, and then definitely Hitman and I almost said Gorn. Oh my God. And Wander. Dude, cannot wait for Hitman. Thank you, Shades of Gray Matter. Vince Virtuo's Alien Rogue Incursion is also on discount. The deluxe is $30. Oh yeah. Yeah, I recommend Alien Rogue Incursion, especially after the last patch. I love the game. If you're an Aliens fan, it's a must-have. Also good to support games like this, because we don't want to not get any more games like this. So it's important. It's a good game. I wouldn't make you buy it if it wasn't a good game. But also because I want to see more games like that. I thought the Hitman update was March 26th. So I think the Hitman update is actually a day before Wanderer. I could be wrong. Maybe they are both on the same day. I don't know. But most people already have Hitman. Oh man, Hitman and Wanderer, to be playing those back and forth. Oh my God, that's going to be amazing. Hell yeah. Twitcher says Red Matter was a masterclass in how to integrate environmental puzzles into a cool story. Red Matter 2, slightly less so, but still a great game. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the graphics and the fluid locomotion, a little bit more fluid locomotion of Red Matter 2, but the puzzles I think were better in in Red Matter 1. And the epic story twist stuff was cooler too. Snatch Rubber says, also, what do you think about the deal of the week, Horizon for $40? I have yet to grab this, but people are speculating that it could be coming to the PlayStation Plus catalog. For me personally, I think, I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but it's just my opinion. Some people love Horizon. I think I would recommend it at $20. It is like an 8-hour game, but I didn't really have fun until the last 3-4 hours. It says, don't do it. It's too late. It's too late. I didn't see your comment in time. I'm sorry. Like, dude, people give away copies of Horizon on Reddit. Just wait for somebody to give away a copy or something. I don't know. You could do worse. Horizon's like, it could be worse, but just know that it's mostly a climbing game, that the combat's terrible, and it's boring for the middle 4 hours of it. Starts off cool. It's boring for like 4 or 5 hours, and then it ends really cool. And that's about it. You'll be coming off of Resident Evil 4. Just skip it. Just skip it, man. I agree. Horizon is super beautiful. Definitely no problems with I don't know. I do have a little bit of problems with the way it looks, but it's kind of oversaturated in colors. The environments are beautiful though. The environments are absolutely stunning. Some of the most impressive environments I've ever seen. Charger Mike says, "Rip Max Mustard Studio." I love that game. Yeah, Max Mustard was pretty decent. Shades of Grey Matter says, I wish they'd at least patch in a new reprojection tech into Horizon. Yep. Yeah, I'm the last person to ask about Horizon. I didn't even include it on my top 20 list. Like I personally like really don't like that game. Like I dislike it. Not so I am not the right person to ask, but yeah, it was just, I thought it ended on a strong note, but so boring for so much of it. I'm sorry. I need to stop talking about Horizon before I make some people angry. All right, guys. And on that, I think if you're like new to VR, maybe Horizon could be great. But if you just got done playing Resident Evil 4, like, ugh, I don't know. It's going to be a rough transition. Oh, all right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Happy Thursday. Happy almost March mayhem. Almost here. Looking forward to the big releases, including a AAA game. Listen, man, I know things can sometimes be kind of rough in the PSVR ecosystem. We don't really get, PSVR doesn't always get the love that it deserves a lot of the times, especially from the media. Don't let that bother you, man. Don't let Sony's bad decisions sometimes or questionable marketing decisions bother you. What we've learned over and over the past 8 years is that if we're patient, we take what we can get. There's some good stuff that comes. You know, there's more AAA games on this platform, VR platform, than any other VR platform. At least AAA quality, and just, you know, there's more hybrid games here. We've got more than like what anybody else has going on, except for maybe, you know, a $5,000 PC and mods. Obviously that's got some good stuff, but I'm just saying for this, the ease of use, the price, we get some pretty amazing stuff. So don't let people bum you out, man. I know it gets hard when we want to be excited, when we want Sony to market things the way we want them to market it, but that's just not going to happen, man. And it's been like that since day one, since PSVR days. And we do end up getting some pretty cool stuff. Like, dude, we've got Hitman coming next month. Hitman, a AAA game. Like, that's a big deal. That should not be taken for granted. That's like an official game. And of course, Wanderer is amazing. But yeah, man, we just got to learn to kind of adapt and just accept that, you know, we gotta just support the things that we love to see. Support the things. We'll still give critiques and be critical on Sony. That's fine, but don't get all doom and gloom in there, because there's a lot there's a lot to be appreciative for. There's a lot to be grateful for. I, for one, am super grateful for you all. I wouldn't be here without you. But they giving us double the Gorn. But there's some really cool, fun surprises that happen, and it's a bit of a roller coaster here. I know there's a lot of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, man, there's just some really, really cool stuff, and I think the VR is really, especially for us that got bored of the same stuff over and over. Like VR is like absolutely the future of gaming for us, and it's really exciting, man. You see how quick you can go from being all doom and gloom to having like a really exciting day. So it just shows you that it's all in our heads, man. It's all in our heads to let the negativity get to you, to let what other people are saying. Don't let other people's comments get you down, man. Don't let the media bait you with their stupid clickbait articles. And because you know where they're headed. Look at Kotaku. They're dead. They're dead because that's what they made their living off of for a long time, and it's not working anymore. It's wearing off. It's people are starting to realize the bullshit. But yeah, man, I love VR. I love you guys, and yeah, man. With that, let's get out of here with some metal and give you a couple shout outs. Hopefully, I won't lose my voice completely, but I will see you guys next week. Dan Kiefer. Thank you so much, man. Hamoud says, Call of the Gornton. Diex Box Die, I love your name. Says, we need Vertigo home on VR2. Oh my God. Did we just become best friends? I think we did. Sorry, Hamoud. I've got a new best friend. Mark Poppin' Pringles Leaf. Once you mark, the pop don't stop. Or once you pop, the mark don't stop. Sorry. Steve _ Irie. Thank you so much, man. Shades of Gray Matter. Thank you. Vince Virtua. Gorn 2. Gorn versus Gore. Guy Son fist bump to you. Scott the Peace Game Cut for Life. Thank you so much, man. Snatch Robber says what we will announce this year will shock the VR industry and the flat game industry. Quote from Flat to VR. Very nice, man. Flat to VR gonna help save us, man. Elena Cohen, thank you so much. See you next week. Distracted says, oh no, you didn't. Distracted. Ban. Old Darth. Bye bye. It's not a toy. Later, kill artist.